Alright, first episode of Dark Bros. Just kidding, it's Dark Souls 3. This is gonna be more of a playthrough slash walkthrough tutorial first episode. Next episode I should have my friend joining me. That should be pretty fun. Yeah. If you want, though, I can have a full walkthrough tutorial in, as a different series. But for now, I think I'm just gonna have a playthrough. So yeah, if you want a walkthrough tutorial, just leave it in the comments section, I guess. This episode I am gonna do more of a walkthrough though, just so that new players are aware of what's going on. Yeah. Of course, you're gonna go down here if you do want just a few more souls. They're nice to have. It's pretty useless though. After this, don't forget to get your Astus Flask though, because if you're doing a sorcery build, it is really nice to have. And then if you're doing literally any other build, you also want it because, well, it gives you more Estus. If you are new, it's completely up to you if you want to fight the crystal dragon, lizard, whatever it is. It's recommended just because it gives you some nice Titanite skills, but it's personal preference. It is a little bit more difficult to, of course, defeat if you are new, just because it's got kind of awkward attacks at some points. And it can deal like quite a bit of damage. It's got quick attacks as well, so if you are fighting it, just be careful and watch out. If it does do a slamming attack, it does like launch some crystals out of the ground that'll do a moderate amount of damage. And then this can of course be staggered, which is nice to know. Oh, yeah, don't forget about that. That attack's really annoying. If you get it into a corner and it just keeps rolling. I thought it would be stopping, but it decided to just keep going. As you can see, it can get staggered, give you a nice riposte if you're fast enough, which I wasn't. I'm gonna heal. My advice for fighting this is to just, dodge, hit once or twice, and then prepare for the next attack it's going to throw at you. I didn't do too well on this fight, seeing as I did use all of my Estus, but I haven't played in a while, so give me a break. Alright, don't forget to grab the soul. It does give you a little bit more souls for when we level up. After this, just go back the way you came. Then you're just going to go off to the right. This is going to bring you towards the boss fight. Oh, and also new players, just to let you know, there is a boss fight actually unbelievably early, almost instantly, so just to let you know. In fact, he's right down there. He's a pretty easy boss. He's not too hard. Again, my advice is just to stick close to him, hit him a few times, and then dodge. If he doesn't look like he's gonna attack you right away, I just wouldn't chance hitting again, because usually how this game goes... Oh, I ended up missing that. How this game ends up happening is, if you do... Usually when you start swinging, they just decide to attack you right when you swing. And it can be very annoying at best. Be careful of these hollows as well. They have some attacks where they can just start just WQ you. Be careful of those. They can be pretty not pogs at times. Seeing as this, they also have a really fast recovery time from being stunned. You're gonna want to do this jump first try, unlike me. Get the Titanite Shard for leveling up your weapon. Then you're just gonna go in here. Starting out for the boss, what you're gonna want to do is pull out the sword, and then you're gonna want to hit him as much as you can with your right bumper attack. Just get some nice damage up before he starts moving. I would stop right when he pulls out the sword though, because he's gonna do it instantly an attack. And then I would just stick to him pretty closely, because you're gonna be able to attack him twice and then be able to dodge most of his attacks. He does have a grabbing attack. I'm gonna try and bait it, just to show you what that looks like. Of course he's not gonna do it. He has a grabbing attack in both phases. For this phase, what I would do is I would just sit right by him. Be sure to dodge that attack though. That's the grabbing attack for this phase. You can dodge that by just sitting behind him. Oh yeah, don't forget, when you lock onto him, he does have two camera locations, his head and his body. Just to let you know, having the camera locked onto his head can be really annoying at times. So I would just make sure that you're on his body. It's a pretty easy fight. It might take a few tries for you new players, but once you get the hang of the rolling and the dodging, it's a pretty cake fight. Seeing as how low level you are though, he can do a lot of damage for some classes, specifically the sorcery class and also the faith class, the cleric. He can do a lot more damage because their armor's not as good as, say, the knight. The knight has the best starting armor. It's a pretty good medium armor. His sword's also pretty good. The long sword is not bad at all, actually. As you could see, it was doing quite a bit of damage to Gundyr. If you are a dex build, I would go up and fight Mr. Uchikatana. That's at least what I call him. Because he does give you the Uchikatana, since the name. Which is a really good dex weapon. It's a katana. And it doesn't do that bad of damage. It's actually pretty good. Starting game. Over here is just a homeward bone and an ember, and then another ember. Just don't forget about the dog. The dogs can be annoying if you can't kill them. They can do a moderate amount of damage. Yeah, so once you're in the Firelink Shrine, all I'd do is I'd come right on down here and put in the sword straight away. And then I'd go back up the stairs so that we can do the tree jump. And the tree jump's gonna allow you to get an Estus Flask, or a Estus Shard. I have Dark Souls 2 on the mind. yeah, it's gonna allow you to get an Estus Shard if you do it properly. It can be a little bit tricky, but it's pretty straightforward. All you're gonna do is you're gonna want to run up the tree and then jump to the right, getting up onto this little ledge, and from here you can pick up this homeward bone. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk this way into the building, and then you're gonna walk over here, and then get your Estus Shard. Then you're gonna walk back here, adjacent to the entrance. There's gonna be a hidden wall you can just roll into. From here you're gonna walk down here and jump to the right. Then you can open this chest, and it's gonna give you the silver serpent ring. And what's this gonna do is it's going to give you more souls for every enemy that you've killed. And that is all you need to know about this small little place, other than there's one more thing. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to sell or use all the souls that you've gathered so far. Just get all the souls so that you can level up at the firekeeper. Now for me, since I'm gonna do more of a quality leaning more towards strength build, just because it is the easiest and most straightforward, I'm going to most likely put a few levels into strength and vigor just to get my health up, and then also vitality, just so that I have a little bit more options for armor. And then what you're gonna want to do is so if you don't have any spells, or you're not looking to use any spells, you're gonna want to allot all your Estus into the normal Astus Flasks, and then use that Estus Shard, giving you a total of 5 Estus starting out. And that's actually really good. In the next level, you're going to be able to get a second Estus Shard, giving you a total of 6 after the first level. Alright, that is going to conclude this episode. Like I said at the beginning, if you want to see an actual walkthrough, just leave a comment.